me explain what I did.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Wait, that's 53. Check back 21. Hey, go 66. Bang, 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 bang. Switch. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Hey, check it.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 53 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decided to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On play action, it's Brady. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Julian Okwara. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Brady now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and goal at the 40.
Now Brady again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Shotgun now for Brady. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 67 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Swift. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Swift, the ball.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. Shotgun snap for Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, fourth and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. He can run, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the interception, here's Goff. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Goff now to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on it for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
Brady's pass there complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady now on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 51 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
And no good. Bradley Pinion.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's gone. He's going to rifle one deep left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Gone. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Goff throwing again. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Is good.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Focusing on me with him, Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Ocean from residences, 3 different ones.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaiah McKenzie, 75 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Walker on the tackle. A gain of 9.
From the 29, Brady.
At the 29-yard line.
Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Brady. It got his man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 18-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Brady's throw there complete, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, Brady eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Brady on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
Check Mike 21. Pick it up. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Here's Goff. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
Lions.
Here goes tonight. 120.
Now a toss for Swift left side. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Swift, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun on third down, gone. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Here's Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 38-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
17.
Let's go. You tighten up. 45. Mike, 45.
Back to throw. Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To the air again. Goff. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jason Pierre-Paul providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Flushed out right. And no, it's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. That throw by Brady, incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Brady again. The quick slant caught. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does it? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. He's going to let it fly. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Down under 2 minutes to go. in this football game. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Brady now to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Brady going to look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A gain of 20.
A very solid gain of 27.
Another Buccaneers first.
Now Jones. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now it's Swift. Room here to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. First down, and they go with Swift again. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 18-yard line.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Take a